Oh, Ritu, you're still in the office, right?
Yes, sir.
Which part of Bangalore are you from?
Yeah. Sorry, sir. Which part of Bangalore you're saying?
Yeah,
My office is in Whitefield.
Whitefield,
Yeah, I stay in towards Rajapur.
Sarjapur. One of my aunt's place is in Sarjapur.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Gauri is in Bangalore, by the way, now. She
Oh, is
came
it?
for
Okay.
she came today morning and she'll be leaving today, right, in another 1 hour.
Oh, wow. That would have been very tough for her in Bangalore traffic.
Yeah, because mostly if there is 1 day corporate training, then it's better when you're in Chennai, if it is a flight travel. So
Yeah,
it is better to travel that way.
correct.
Right. Hi, Sneha. Where is
Hi,
the,
sir.
the bridge is there? You're missing.
Yeah, that's what I am looking at. My camera has been thrown behind this. This
So if you remove the filters, you will be visible possibly. Usually green screens work. Without green screens, sometimes the filters do their magic in a different way that we don't intend to. Okay.
later. I was checking it out. Okay, I cannot see myself over there. So
Good.
what went wrong?
So you attained nirvana and got mingled with the cosmos. We were talking about nirvana yesterday.
Yeah.
Good evening, all.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Evening. Good evening. Okay. So we still have to cover 2 or 3 basic topics. We'll just finish that quickly and just go into a little bit of brush up of the topic. And then we will get into well-formed outcomes that I had asked you to all write down, right? And then we can come back into the technique that I mentioned yesterday. Okay. Okay. So now there is something called as 4 pillars of NLP, and there is another thing called as 5 realities of life. So totally, how many realities
God
are
bless.
there? Sorry.
She sneezed, so I said God
Oh, God bless. Okay.
bless.
Do you know why that idea came into existence? God bless.
The heartbeat stopped for a few seconds. Is it true?
That is the modern interpretation. Actually, why it started it, ancient Europeans believed that whenever a person sneezes, a part of their soul goes out.
Oh,
So that's why they told God bless. And now they say that probably it is true because your heart stops and you can actually sneeze to that level that you can fracture your ribs. Just because we can does not mean that we will. A person, the longest fasting a person has done is for more than a year. Longest fast, okay, and longest fast recorded, and there has been record of one person, at least that I know of in India, who has claimed to have not eaten anything for few years, 4 or 5 years. Just because a person can does not mean we are all going to fast that long, right?
yeah, right. There are people there's one person I heard who is living only on water.
Yeah, water fast is something that a lot of people do, but works for some people, does not work for others. Works for most, I would say. I have done it. I have done maximum of 100 hours.
Wow.
Oh.
So 4 days, but now I have modified my fast. So I take lemon and salt whenever I am fasting, so that I still remain in ketosis, but still there is essential salt that is not getting lost. That is, my body does not get dehydrated.
That is the biggest loss in ketosis. I know because my husband often do it. And when there's even after 36 hours of gap, it starts becoming dizzy and the body, ketones start hitting you. So when
Yeah,
they are more
after
into your body.
36-40 hours is when the body starts to stabilize a little bit. That's a very tough phase to pass through.
Yes, yes. I never tried it.
It's a good thing. You can try. At least you can try a 24 hours fast first or a 36 hours. So 36 hours, there are people, communities who are doing now weekly 36 hours fast.
I remain on intermediate fasting because I try and eat early and then becomes automatically becomes long hours. If you eat around 6:30, then it becomes more longer than like 10 morning and 10 if you take consume your breakfast. It is automatically intermediate fasting. But for keto and everything, I never tried it.
Not to be in a keto or ketogenic diet, but ketones are what are released when your body goes on fasting and the body starts to release ketones. So
And it's fast. It's a fat.
yeah. Vani has come in. Where are the others? Let me message in the group.
When I come from Punjab, na, sir, there are people who are like more into foodie and all these things. So we don't try such kind of activities.
Okay. Chandigarh is the headquarters of two places, right?
Yes, it is the UT, Union Territory, and it is shared by Punjab and Haryana.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
So let's start with the 5 realities. Okay. So if I ask people how many realities are there, everyone will say that there are.
அண்ணா 1 லிட்டரா ஊட்டிருங்க நாளைக்கு காலையில டாக்டர்கிட்ட போகுது.
Sriram, you're not on mute. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So mostly when you ask people how many realities are there, we say that there's only one reality. In fact, you can divide reality into many layers, but now we are just going to see reality as 5 different realities. This is something that is useful in multiple ways, in multiple places. Now, this is not part of classic NLP. This is part of hypnosis. Okay. When we get into the hypnotherapy part of it, it comes into existence. Now, what is it? First reality that we all consider as reality is physical reality. Okay, what is physical reality?
Our existence.
You see something, something exists. You are able to see something. You are able to perceive something, right? Or I see that there's a camera in front of me that I'm looking and talking. So that is physical reality. Physically, I can see it. Now, we may think that is a reality, but there is a reality more important than that, more real than that. That is called as intellectual reality. What is intellectual reality? I go and try to examine if there is a real camera over there.
get the feeling of touch.
Sorry?
Get the feeling of touch.
Yeah, to touch it or to understand if it is a camera. Then I understand that it is a 3-dimensional drawing. So then I understand it is actually a 3-dimensional representation of a camera, not a camera itself. Now, what is that? That is intellectual reality. So physical reality seemed to be real. Now it is intellectual reality. Now there is something that is more real than that, which is, let me give you an example. Let's say that I met Balamurugan in a bank and he asked for a pen and I gave him my pen. He wrote something and then the pen was not writing properly, so he just threw it away. Or he just left it somewhere. I happened to see him again after a couple of minutes and I asked, where is the pen? He says, I just kept it somewhere. I misplaced it. Let me try to find out. 10 minutes he tries, then he's not able to find it. He thinks it's worthless searching for it. He says, sorry, I lost it. I'll give you 10 rupees. The pen seemed to be a 2 rupee pen, but still I will give you 10 rupees. I say, no, 10 rupees is not enough for that pen. Now, Balamurugan is a very successful entrepreneur and he's also busy. So he says, okay, I'll give you 50 rupees. I say, what the hell do you think you are? Do you know what that pen is? That pen is what my uncle gave to me when I got first rank, or my grandpa gave to me when I came first in class 10th. That means a lot to me. Okay. Now, says it is just 2 rupee pen. That is intellectual reality, right? Intellectually, that's 2 rupee pen. Physically, it is a pen. Intellectually, it is a 2 rupee pen. But for me, it has an emotional connect to it. Right? So in the 5 realities, first one, physical. Physically, that is a pen. And intellectually also, that's a pen. I am able to analyze that it's a pen. I'm able to touch and see that it's not a 3-dimensional drawing or a holographic representation. It is a pen. But when it is connected to my emotion, it is no longer a 2 rupee pen. It is more than 20,000 rupees or 2 lakh rupees to me. Yeah, that is emotional reality. Okay. So a lot of time when people try to argue with emotional reality, they will fail. Logically, when you try to rationalize it, people will fail. Right? And then comes the next reality, which is far more important. It is called a symbolic reality. Okay. So what is symbolic reality? Now, all of these things where it will be used, I'll let you know. What is symbolic reality? If I burn a piece of paper or a piece of cloth, will you get agitated or angry?
If it is mine, some written something on that, yes.
Okay.
If I don't know,
So now if it has the tricolor and a Ashoka chakra in the middle,
Yes.
then will you get irritated?
Yes, yes, yes.
certainly.
So intellectually, it is just a piece of paper. That's why a lot of people, when they try to fight with logic, with symbolic reality, this is called a symbolic reality. With symbols which hold a certain kind of emotion to the person, your intellect and nothing will work. For example, you may burn a piece of paper, but let's say that piece of paper or the chunk of paper is the holy book for someone. Okay, for you, it may not be anything. It may be just someone is burning a piece of paper, but for you, it can be something more. Or you have done your life's work and released a book. Someone is burning the book. For you, it is more than as if burning yourself, symbolic reality. Right? Someone may be kicking a piece of rock. No one will care. But if that piece of rock is considered to be someone's holy object, then a lot of issues will happen. Right?
Correct.
So physical reality, intellectual reality, emotional reality,
and symbolic
reality. Right? So symbols are extremely extreme. Symbols are what defines a country, defines a community, defines a religion, right? So every religion, every culture, every community, every country has a certain symbol. What is a flag? It represents the nation. A flag is not just a piece of cloth. It represents the nation and the nationhood. The map of the country also represents the country. It may not be the country. You may see it's just a piece of paper. Why do you even care so much? But that is my country. That's how you feel. So Swami Vivekananda once had gone to UK. So he had most resistance in UK. So what happened is that all these people were behind his back. They were, they were shouting that idol worshippers, these are idiots and fools and everything, come from a very uncivilized society, and a lot of things were happening. So he picked up one thing, and he has his own way of explaining. So he called one of the guards who was outside, positioned outside, and asked. There was a photo, and he asked, "Who's this?" He told, "This is my queen." And he said that, "Would you spit on this image?" He told, "How dare you ask me to spit on my queen?" So Vivekananda says, "That's just a photo. That's just a painting. Someone drew it. It's not even your queen. It's just a piece of paper. It is a two-dimensional drawing. How does it even matter?" And the person says, "No, I see that image as my queen. It's much more than my life." Now, what is it? It's a symbolic reality. And then he explains how symbols can be useful for people and how symbols will be observed in different way for different people. Okay. So a metaphorical way of explaining things. That's why metaphors are a lot of time much closer to people. When people see themselves or associate themselves with certain metaphor, someone can associate themselves with Ferrari, someone can associate themselves with the eagle, someone can associate themselves with the ocean. So that metaphor holds far more truth. It cannot be an intellectual reality, but emotionally and symbolically, that is reality. Clear?
How does metaphors has to do with these realities?
Metaphors are symbolic reality, right? You assign a symbol to you.
Okay.
Metaphors, symbols, objects, representation, all of these things are symbolic reality, right?
Okay.
Sneha? Okay. Okay. So finally, there is, like in the Lord of the Rings, they say one ring to rule it all. Anyone who has seen Lord of the Rings here?
Yeah.
This is okay. See, one young person. Everyone else is old. So, yeah, children and teenagers see Lord of the Rings. Old age people don't. So, anyways, coming back. as they say, one ring to rule it all. The same way, here, there is one reality that rules all of it. So now, someone burning something somewhere, someone may be hitting something somewhere, but you are not at all aware of it. Till that point, you don't have any emotional connect, intellectual connect, physical connect to it. Suddenly, you turn back and see that someone is burning your flag, someone is burning your holy book, someone is hitting your idol. Then a lot of things starts to flare within you, right? Attention reality. Wherever attention goes, your energy flows. If there is attention, then only there is symbolic, then only there is emotional, then only there is intellectual, then only there is physical. What you're not attentive of, you're not aware of, and it does not affect you, does not have any effect on you. Clear?
Attentive.
That is attention reality. So how does these things work? So in terms of attention reality, a lot of times we are not attentive or we are not aware of our problems. And this is called a status quo. We just maintain a status quo. One of Virginia Satir's video, I think if I have, I will just forward it. She says how challenging status quo is the start of change. Why do a lot of people not challenge status quo? Because they're not even aware that they have a problem. They are not even aware that there is a status quo. Okay. So bringing an attention towards that is very important so that the person can get into change. And whenever you need to work with a person to change certain things, let us say there is some negative trigger that triggers a negative emotion in a person, a lot of time people are not even aware of it. Now, if I ask you, what are the habits that you think are holding you back? What are the habits you think are useful for you? You will have to spend at least 5 to 10 minutes and still you may miss certain habits. Why? Your attention is not towards that. You're not aware of it. Right? So that is the 5 realities. And the same way usage of metaphor and the emotional usage of things, at the same time, the intellectual understanding of things and the visibility or VAK of things. So this is the hierarchy of how it goes. Always remember, attention reality supersedes all of it. Clear? Questions?
Sorry, sir, but what vague things they pick up and made it into a reality?
Sorry?
What vague things they have put in and now like made it into reality? Because how their process of thinking might have worked.
Whose thinking pattern?
I mean, come on, those who have made NLP. I mean, how this works, like,
As I told, this is not pure NLP. This is actually hypnosis. In the process of hypnosis, there are 5 realities usually they just represent. And this is useful for whatever we are going to do. That's why I just included it into this.
Attention.
Okay. Attention, physical, intellectual, emotional, symbolic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any questions on this?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Can you give one more example to understand the difference between symbolic and emotional reality?
See, symbolic reality can trigger emotional reality. Okay. Whatever is a symbol, so it seems connected, but they are a little bit different. A metaphor can hold a lot of information. A symbol can hold a lot of things, not just emotions. It can be an idea, it can be an ideology, it can be a belief, it can be a value, it can be also an emotion that it holds. Right?
Okay, yeah.
So if you go to Rameshwaram, you can see in Dr. Abdul Kalam's museum, you have Dr. Abdul Kalam's books, his clothes, his last belongings, his veena, all of it is there. Now, all of these are, you may ask, the person himself is not there. What's the use of this? But they represent the idea of Dr. Kalam. Right? So it's not just about the belief or it's not just about the value, it is not just about emotion, it's a mix of a lot of things. A symbol can carry a lot of important things. If you remember long time back, Mahatma Gandhiji's slippers and clothes and a lot of other things were
Yes,
shifted from UK to India. I think Vijay Mallya had got it and brought it to India. Right? So why? Yeah, and it was bought for a very big amount because it's a symbolic reality. Monica?
Symbolic
Got
reality
it, got
can
it.
be are the emotional reality also, right?
Can
Symbols.
trigger, that's what I told. They can trigger emotions, but does not have to be emotional alone. Now, there are a lot of people who don't connect to the general way of being emotional or spiritual or whatsoever it is. But still, they will say that there is, let's say they don't believe in the existence of a superpower, God, whatsoever it is. But they always pay respect in the grave of their founders of the ideology. It can be any ideology, the Dravidian ideology, the communist ideology, whatsoever it is, right? Why? Because it is a symbolic reality that represents their ideology, that represents their ideals, that represents their values, that represents their morals, that represents their beliefs. And yes, emotions also can be there.
So they could also be interconnected, sir. Intellectual ideology and attention can also be correlated.
Intellectual reality and
Attention reality.
only when you are attentive, you can actually get intellectually into it. Yes, you can relate it.
All
What you said.
reality exists only when attention is there, right?
Yes.
That's what I understood.
Exactly.
Right.
Wherever attention goes, your energy flows. Everything is going fine. Suddenly you remembered one of your friends who betrayed you. You saw a movie, and in that movie, there was one of the characters that looked like one of your friends who betrayed you. Now what happens? All emotion flows through. Till now, your attention was not there. All your mind starts processing on all the things that he or she did to you. Right? And then you just look at every single thing that reminds of that person. Okay? So it's just a small concept of change work, which will be useful. That's why I just thought that I can just bring it over here. Okay. Okay. Next, we are going to understand a little bit deeper about rapport building. What is that we have understood till now about rapport building? Can someone tell me? What is that we have understood till now
We can
about rapport building?
use the meta programs to build rapport.
We can use the meta programs to build rapport. Yes. What else? So how is that you can use the meta programs to build rapport?
We match
We match
Frequency.
to the meta program of the other person.
Correct.
Right? Okay. Now, how else? What else we learned?
So VAK can also be matched, and we can come
Again, in
close.
VAK also, you can match and you can come to a
Make good
level of rapport.
Body language,
Sorry?
body language also we can
That's the sound.
use for
Anuradha?
audible now.
Yeah. You are audible. No, yours is mixing. So we still have to come to that. But what have we learned till now in this program? Just VAK and meta programs, right? In terms of rapport building. Those are the two things that we have learned. But there are other ways of building rapport with a person. Okay. So let's understand how are the other ways of what other ways we can build rapport with a person. For this, again, like the other day, one of the persons will have to log out and I will tell you to come in and you can come in. So one person apart from Anuradha and Monica, because they know what this is. So Balamurugan or Ritu, just for 2 minutes.
Okay.
So two of us have to log off, is it?
No, one of you.
Okay.
Okay, Ritu?
Okay, I will.
Okay, cool. I'll just invite you. Ritu's there, gone,
No,
stuck
she's
still.
there. She's
Still
there.
there. Still.
Ah,
So you have to tell her, I believe. Ma'am, you have to log out.
no, no, I think Zoom is stuck.
Huh. Okay.
No, she's still there. Just the video is off.
So you just message her that she has to completely log out.
Oh,
She's
saying
gone. Huh.
she's gone.
Huh. I think so. I can't see her.
Anyone can see her. I can see her.
Ah, yeah, her name is there.
Ritu, you're there. Ritu.
No, sir. Huh. Huh. She's there. Maybe she has turned off the video and turned off the mic also.
I'm not sure. Let me just check. So we are going to understand a new way of rapport building, how you can build rapport to the unconscious of a person. Hello, are you still there, or your name is showing? So I'm not sure if you're stuck or you have logged out. No, you have to log out. Have you logged out already, or? Yeah. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. So you can wait over there. I'll just call you again. Then you can log in. Okay. Bye. Okay. How do I? Yeah, task, start video, put. Okay, she's gone now. Okay. So what we are going to do is that, see, me and Ritu, we will have conversation. We will have two conversations. One conversation, both the conversation, I will just try to engage her in one way or the other. But in one of the conversations, I will be building rapport with her in terms of my non-verbals. Now, what are non-verbals?
Facial expressions and body language.
Body language, pitch and pause, right?
Yes.
The way she's talking, her body language and hand gestures and everything. And in another one, I will be trying to mismatch it, right?
Yeah.
So you will have to observe how it is affecting the communication, the flow of communication, and which communication felt better. Okay. So I'll be asking her to engage herself, or asking her for two topics that we can discuss. So one of the topics I'll be connecting to her in terms of her non-verbals. Another one, I'll be mismatching her non-verbals. Both the places I'll be trying to engage the conversation. Let's see how it goes.
Sir, will you be imitating her or somewhere like will you try to imitate her?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is how I can do that, right? Hello? Yeah, you can log in. Yeah, you can log in.
So the video of Virginia, which you had showed and where she was been talking about, are you going to perform that? There's one of the videos of Virginia where she's been talking about that. Where non-verbals are not being matched.
So that video of Virginia is something we already discussed about that, right?
Yeah, I've joined in.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi.
Welcome back. Yes, welcome. So we are going to have a small discussion about something that you like to discuss upon. It can be any field. It can be cinema, it can be politics, it can be arts, it can be music, whatever it is. Sports, spirituality, lifestyle, diet, workout, yoga. So what would that be?
Traveling.
Traveling. Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
So what exactly in terms of, oh my God, my camera got stuck, I guess.
Mhm.
Ritu, are you stuck? You're there. Okay, just a
I'm
minute.
there.
Let me just check the camera. Give me a minute.
Sure.
So,
Is
okay,
everybody?
I think I am there. Yes.
No, we can't see you.
Yeah, I know because I touched on the camera.
Okay.
I was adjusting it. There was some power fluctuation.
Mhm.
Okay, so travel. So, what exactly about travel you like?
I like the planning of the travel. How should we travel to know
Okay.
about the place, the
Okay.
people, what is good over there. So I do some kind of homework before we start planning.
Okay. So, what kind of homework you do before you start planning?
I look at the places that we want to visit, what are the attraction of those places, the
Okay.
reviews of that place, and then how much time we
Reviews.
need at each place, how many nights we need,
The
and
time?
then before that the dates, and according to the date when the flights are cheaper,
Oh,
and then who are going. If there are elders and children, then what will interest them. So
okay.
mix the planning according to their interest and make it comfortable and enjoyable for all.
Oh, okay. So, a lot of different kind of people that you collaborate for
Yeah,
a tour. Okay.
yeah.
And when you say that you plan a lot, so what else apart from this that you plan? Apart from the places, the flight tickets?
I look at the culture of that place, where we can go, where we can have the good food of that place,
Hmm.
uh, and the people, where we can go in the colonies and see the city life over there other than the tourist attractions. Because
Nice.
I don't want to go to all the places which are marked in the advisor site, trip
Okay.
advisor, etc.
Okay.
But want to feel the place, to talk to the people, to understand the place.
Hmm.
So now is the time that I don't spend like 5 days closer trip, but spend as much required and
Okay.
feel complete when we are there on that place.
You feel complete?
That we are lived in the place rather than as a tourist, but
Oh,
live there and enjoy and see the things
enjoy
also.
and see the things. Okay. Okay. Um, so
And
can
the
you tell?
comfort at the resort and the travel, how will we do it, the cab booking,
Oh,
the budgets,
okay.
uh, the budgets also, that how much is the budget that we have, the
Uh,
season, how is the season, what should we carry.
okay.
uh,
So by season, you mean the season of the place or the climate of the place?
Climate of the place. Yeah.
Climate of the place.
Season, I see that if there is any program happening and if we can look at those programs, then
Mhm.
it becomes nice for
Okay.
us.
If there is any particular event that is happening, program that is happening.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, um, uh, tell us something more exciting about, or what is that you can say about travel?
Travel is a lot of fun because that's the time when we go in a group.
Uh-huh.
Because once the planning is done, then it's only the fun part of it. So
Okay.
that we can have a lot of fun together, can gel with, can talk about various things
Okay.
and relax there, just completely away from the day-to-day life
Okay.
of office, going here and there and thinking 100 things in the day. Uh,
Mm.
so that becomes completely fun
Mm.
and experiences every day, every minute
Mm-hmm.
of the place, because we don't go with the expectation how would that be.
Okay.
So everything comes as experience as we stop
It
by
goes
and
by.
then enjoy. If we like something, just turn over there and enjoy that. So
As and when you flow.
yeah, as in flow. Correct.
Oh, cool.
So we don't regret even if we have planned 5 things and done only 2. So we
Okay.
are happy with that. Okay. Maybe we have spoken more, we have relaxed at one place more time,
Good.
or waited more for the food or something. So that's what it is.
That's really nice that you mentioned a lot. Thank you. Now we can switch to some other topic that you would like to discuss.
Mhm.
Can you think about some other topic?
Health.
Health. So what exactly about health can you tell us about?
In health, I look forward that I should have a healthy diet, though all the food attracts. So
Okay.
booking some time for exercise and
Okay.
ensuring that my diet is balanced.
Okay.
So many times I carry my food when I know in the function there will be a lot of Punjabi kind of oily food, then I carry the food with me. But I don't restrict other people.
Okay.
But doing some gym, some exercise, breathing exercise, and then live for the day, and then ensuring there are 5 to 10,000 steps I'm walking in the day. That also I look at how tired I am.
Okay. So sounds good. So you are saying that you would like to exercise and follow a proper diet and also track your steps and do some gymming
Yeah.
or something and then go forward in terms of your health. And that's what it. Can you tell us something more about it? Oh, again, my
Today
camera.
your camera
Yeah.
is not supporting you today.
Just a minute.
Sure.
He has thought of being anti to you.
Yeah, almost done. So there's some issue in the power supply. Spike buster.
It's fluctuating.
Oh my God, again gone. Should be back. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I think this connection will work, or I will have to switch it to something else. Let's see. Okay. So,
So what I'm telling about health is what I have seen it until unless I have an instructor, I don't follow it.
okay.
So I keep an instructor for some time, then go on my way. Gradually I realize in one of the travel I would be breaking all the rules. And
Uh-huh.
when I come back, coming back to is a difficult.
Okay.
And then I see my weight is increasing. Again I have to catch up with some trainer
Okay.
to guide me, not as a physically present, but guide me what should I do, whether I am going right way or not, to
Okay.
ensure my level of vitamins and all are good.
Mhm. So the level of vitamins.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are saying that you properly track all of those things, and you
Ac-
actually need to follow these things to be healthy and fit.
Actually, vitamins I've not checked it, but ensure that I'm having the right carb and vegetables and this,
Okay.
because my HDL came high, so thought of let's do something on that.
What can be high? You told? I didn't hear that.
HDL.
HDL. Okay. HDL is high. Okay. Good. And can you tell us something more?
I think that's all.
Do you take cheat days?
Sounds. Who's that? Who's that?
Sorry.
Who's
Sorry.
that? Why? I mean, why? Okay. Okay. So there were just two conversations, and both of it I had asked for something more. Let me unpin Ritu, this was just a small experiment that we did. Remove spotlight and remove spotlight. Okay, good. Okay. So there were two conversations that we had with Ritu. One was regarding travel, another was regarding health. So which one was felt more engaging to you, Ritu?
Travel.
Travel. Okay. Anuradha, you came on video. You were actually bright today, and suddenly you vanished. And now you are again dark. First there was light. Okay. Some setting that you tried. What did you try?
My daughter brought some light. Instead of turning on the charger cable, I turned on the light.
Oh, okay.
If I'm bright, let me turn it on.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, this is nice.
How is your daughter?
Good.
Where is she now? With you?
Yeah, with me only.
Okay.
Um,
She's married, right?
no.
Okay. You were looking for someone or something like that last time. I don't remember properly.
Still in the process.
Still in the process. Okay. So soon a grandmother to be.
Yeah.
Already a grandmother here.
Actually, she's very fit for her age and very healthy. You should meet her sometime. So, anyways, coming back, there were two conversations. One was regarding health, one was regarding travel. One had a little bit of resistance, although she's a very good communicator. She was trying to get connected, but still one had more connection than the other. What did you observe, the observers? And then I will come to Ritu to make you understand what I was doing to disrupt the flow or to make the flow.
Hey, you were not giving too much of eye contact to her in the second conversation.
Sorry?
In the second conversation, you were not giving much eye contact to her, and
Okay.
yeah. And
So
the
eye
other thing
contact
was-
in a virtual context is very virtual, very faked. I mean, to say that now when I'm looking to you in the eye, I'm not looking at you at all. So now I'm looking at you, but you will feel that I'm not looking at you,
Hmm.
right?
There's another thing also, shall I say?
You should look at the camera. Then
Yeah.
we will know.
So if you notice, until and unless I have to look at you, I'd be looking at the camera and talking to create the illusion that I am talking to you. I'm looking at you and talking to you. But actually, so this is something I've trained myself into. And there is sometimes when I actually use the laptop camera, which is actually over here, and I look there, I should be looking here, I look there and talk. So I'm used to it. Okay.
Your body language.
So in terms of body language, in terms of tonality, I was mismatching the rapport with her. Now, this is a very, very important tool of NLP that I used left, right, and center. This is one of the most important reasons why I cracked a lot of interviews. This is one of the most important reasons that initial days when I was in sales, I'm talking about before 2014, I was able to crack a lot of deals because of this. Okay. So what this is that there are multiple ways of building rapport. Now, let's say I am meeting you as a customer. Let's say I'm meeting Vani as a customer and I'm selling cars, luxury cars. So Vani is also from Chennai. I'm representing Audi Chennai and I'm just trying to meet her and talk to her. And I understand that Vani has that required amount of money. Okay. So there is some common sense also you have to apply. Just because I know rapport building, I know how to get into the unconscious of a person does not mean I can squeeze the money out of a person who does not have money. So let's say Vani is a prospective customer. Now I have to sell her the car. Now I come and talk to her. I try to build rapport with her in terms of the content. What do I say? Vani says that she likes cricket. I say, oh, cricket is the best sport. I know, I like it a lot. She says that she does not like Dhoni. I say, yeah, everyone hypes about Dhoni. I don't like Dhoni also. So now I'm trying to build rapport with her in terms of the content. Now, what is the problem here? Vani knows Karthik is a salesperson. And Karthik will try to build rapport. He will say yes to anything that I say. If I say that you're a donkey, he will say yes. And as long as I buy a car, he will be okay with it. Okay. This is a problem with content-based rapport building. And a lot of time it does not work until and unless you do the second part, which is rapport building without the content with the non-verbals. How much of your communication is verbal? Have you heard of this? How much percentage of your communication is verbal?
So 50% of it is
Seven.
verbal and so
Maybe
50%.
5 to
It's more of
10%.
body
maybe
language.
70% is
70
non-verbal.
percentage. Okay. Anuradha?
You asked
5 to 10%.
75 percentage verbal.
no, verbal. You asked
Noble.
Verbal is 5 to 10%.
verbal is
5 to 10.
7%.
Yes.
Okay.
30%
7%.
is verbal.
So usually there is this saying in the market that 7% of your communication is verbal. There is no particular proof to it, but a lot of times we learn things by inference, that by experimentation. So what do you mean by the remaining 93% being non-verbal? Okay. Let us say I am going to help you understand sales. Okay. And I'm going to be the trainer. Or let's say I'm going to make you understand hypnosis. And I'm talking, forget that you have met me before. I'm just coming as a new person. So, okay. So today, our topic is hypnosis. And hypnosis is a very easy thing to learn. And I am basically very, very confident and happy to share this information about hypnosis. Hypnosis is nothing but a way of implanting suggestions in the person's mind. Okay. So can we get to learn about hypnosis? By now, what will happen?
No.
No. Wait.
We don't trust the person. Yes.
You won't trust me. So in terms of sales, if you don't buy me, you're never going to buy my product. Okay. Any sales starts with selling yourself. Now, this can be seem to be a very bad word in the society, selling yourself. How could you say that? We do that every day. We do day in and day out. Sales is the only thing that we did from birth and do till death. When is the first sale that you made?
Getting the toy I wanted for the milk, for the food.
Even
Carrying
before
it.
that, crying out and getting the breath. You sold a cry and took in a breath, giving something out, taking something in. So to sell something to someone, you should be able to build rapport with that person. How do you build rapport with the person? Unconsciously, I'll give you multiple examples to it, and then you will be able to understand how powerful this is. You match the person's non-verbals. Now, what are non-verbals? Tell me, what are non-verbals?
So gestures,
Body
facial
language,
expressions,
tone.
facial expressions,
Body language, gestures, then
facial
others?
expressions,
Eye
Confidence,
contact.
Facial expressions, eyes, then
hand movements,
tone,
hand gestures, tone,
pause,
pause, volume,
pace,
volume.
speed, pace, right? So it is also about the auditory submodalities. It is not just about the visual submodalities. Now, what is that I was doing with Ritu? In the first one, if you notice, I was going to her pace. I was being slow. I was tilting my head. However, she was tilting. I was not moving my body at all. As she is still, I was also still. Right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to do anything and everything that could make her feel as if I am someone like her. My tone was also with her. I was also using some of the VAKs. You are saying look. I was using look a lot, see a lot. And the second one, on the other hand, I was mismatching. I was rocking
up, yes,
forward and backward.
yes.
Now,
yes.
if Ritu also was rocking forward and backward, she would have felt connected. Okay.
At a moment, she started rocking along with you. Then the camera went off and there was a disconnect.
Oh, once in
Actually,
Indore,
she
it happened.
started aligning with you.
Yeah. So once in Indore, it happened. I had these two conversations. This again happened in the same hotel, Best Western. And I was trying to break the rapport with a guy after building rapport for the first conversation. This fellow was hell-bent on making the rapport. Any body language I do, he will also do. And it took me more than 3 minutes to break rapport with that person, but it was extremely difficult to break rapport. Harish, I still remember the name of the guy. Amazing rapport builder. So we always try to build rapport with people around us or with the people that we find close to us. associate more to. Why? Because we want to feel comfortable. Have you noticed we like only two kind of people, or we would like get connected to only two kind of people? People who are like us, or people who we want to become. Let's say I am in the path of being a successful coach. I will like people who are coaches. I will also like people who are trying to be, or who are successful coaches. I am a fitness enthusiast. I will get easily connected to people who are into fitness, or I will get connected to people, or I will want to be connected to people who are already fit, super fit people. Right? There is some grandpa at the age of 78, he is doing a lot of dips and a lot of pull-ups. Wow, I'll try to connect to that person. Right? So this is a very unconscious thing of a person. This is something that we developed even way before language developed. To build rapport with a person. So how do you build rapport with a person? Now, this is a very subtle thing, but very powerful thing. I'll give you a lot of examples and then you will be able to relate to it more. Rapport building is an extremely unconscious process. And whatever is unconscious is magical. When two people fall in love, you ask them, why does the person fall in love? Why are you in love with the person? They will say, I don't know, but somehow I love that person. Because the person is not able to logically understand what exactly happened inside. There may be hundreds of things that would have happened and you may not know why that happened, what happened with that. Did I feel safe with the person? Did I feel that the person is trying to achieve something? Did I feel that the person is a protective person? Did I feel the person is enthusiastic? Did I feel that the person is interested in the same field that I am interested in? Hundreds of things would have happened. Or did I like the looks of the person? Did I like one particular feature of that person? You will never know, but you will like the person. And that is what you call as magic, right? And rapport building is extremely magical because the other person will start liking you or accepting you, trusting you, but they will not know why. They will not be able to decode why. So in the second conversation, I was trying to break the rapport with her, rocking forward and backward. I was trying to use, I would not have enough time because of the camera system. I was saying that, oh, that sounds like a good thing. So she was using look, I was using sound. Because there is one modality, even feel she could connect better. So I just tried to mismatch with her in one modality that she does not understand. I was trying to be fast, if you notice. Okay, I was trying to be as fast as possible. So that breaks the rapport. And even then, she may try to build a rapport with me by getting connected, but still. So the first conversation, there was a pause. I asked, can you tell me something more? She thought, and then she just went on the flow. It just went for another minute or so. Second conversation, it stopped over there abruptly. Okay. In fact, health is something, even in health, she just went back to travel. If you notice, that is one thing also happened. That could have been multiple reasons, but that also happened because she was more connected with the first conversation. Okay. Rapport building is extremely unconscious and extremely powerful. For example, if you notice, parents and children, when they sleep together, the children will match the body language of the parent.
Yeah.
Have you noticed this? Not just that, first time I noticed this was in the year 2004. I went to my college hostel. Now there are two guys. One guy is extremely clear, extremely logical. Another guy is an idiot, emotional moron. Now this logical guy always supports the decision of the idiot. He will go and get into some fight. This guy will also follow him and then say, yeah, at the end of the day, he is my friend here. I have to support him. No logic into it. Okay. Now, when I went to the hostel, I saw that both of them were sleeping on, there used to be this green color steel cots, olden days. And both of them were sleeping in the same posture. And after a point of time, one changed, the other guy also changed within a few seconds. Okay. So this is something that's so unconscious that even in your sleep, it works. And it affects your biology also. For example, women, ladies, girls, when they get into groups, have you noticed slowly your dates will start to match with the other person?
Yeah.
After a point of time, so in my friends group, they will one will ask, hey, mine came, yours came, yours coming. So it used to be a common thing that used to happen among girls. I did not understand for a while. Then, oh, it just got connected. But how is that all of you got it on the same date? That is your body automatically trying to build rapport with the people around. Okay. Not just people, just look at puppies when they sleep together, their body language will match with each other. And we are unconsciously rapport building people. We try to build rapport anywhere and everywhere. Because of that, we are people who try to imitate others. That is how we learn to walk, learn to talk, learn to do things. Right? So rapport building is an extremely, extremely powerful tool. How have I got some results in rapport building? Let me tell you. I'll tell you a couple of personal things and professional things. Now, you may ask, or you should ask, if it is ethical or not. I just leave it up to you. So first, in my Audi interview, as I told, there were a lot of people, and I told you I will just re-bring this example again. There were 13 people. Most of them were in sales and marketing, or some of them were either in sales or automobile. Sorry, sales and automobile. Some were in sales or in automobile. I was the only person who was from a training background. I was in product process and sales training, and I was coming from a banking insurance background. So naturally, I am the only person who should not have got selected, right? So I still remember the interview. So there was this guy who was the VP of sales. So he was taking the interview, and there was another one guy. This guy was sitting opposite to me. So towards the side, there was another guy who was the process excellence, business excellence, something. He was in proper suit, boot, and everything. This was in a t-shirt. Okay. Just a minute, Monica. Okay. So this person was in a t-shirt. Now, what I did first, I had to calibrate who's the decision maker, which is a process of sensory acuity, which I will cover later. So what I did is that I just tried to understand that this person is the decision maker. I built rapport with him. Whatever he was saying, I was something called as parrot talking. What is parrot talking? When whatever the person finishes things with, you will start with that. Let's say, Ritu is saying that was a wonderful trip, isn't it? So just continuing whatever she is saying. So I was parrot talking, I was imitating his body language, I was pacing with his tonality and everything. After a point of time, he did not understand what he is asking, and I was very convinced that he is building rapport with me. How do you understand the other person is building rapport with you? When that person changes their pace according to you. So it's like a dance. First, you try to match that person, and then that person tries to match you. Like, Anuradha told that Ritu was trying to match me. Right? That is when you understand that the magic has worked. And when I came out after the interview, the guys who were outside, one guy was extremely observant. And that guy told that only you will get selected. I told, I'm being very humble, no, I don't think. I'm not from sales. I'm not from automobile. And then when the results came, I was the one who got selected. And how that guy was able to point out that, he told, none of our interviews went more than 5 minutes. Yours went for 23 minutes. So he was timing the interview time. So he understood that there is some rapport that has happened inside. He didn't understand what. So what had happened? I was building rapport with the person. Now, always remember, just because you know rapport does not mean common sense does not exist. Let us say Twinkle is asking, yeah, Karthik, tell me about yourself. And I'm like, oh, rapport building. Yeah, Twinkle. Name is Karthik. Forget rapport building. I will be out of the building. Yeah. Just because you know NLP, common sense does not have to go out of the window. That still exists. Right? So you have to slowly build pace. It has to be, the context matters and everything matters. At the same time, you should be able to slowly build pace and get into the unconscious of the person. So somehow the unconscious of the person starts to think that I know this person. A lot of time, if you have noticed, this is something that would have happened to a lot of you. You met a person in a party, spoken to the person for a few minutes. Suddenly you just start talking a lot, and your conversation that started for 10 minutes, went for an hour or so. Then you start to feel that you know this person for a long time. And then you give names like previous births connection. Maybe our vibes match with each other. Our chakras, our chakras match. Chakra is very local. The chakras match, our karmas match. All of those things, you just bring it up and say that, okay, somehow when you don't have logical words to put to things, because the part of your brain that feels is not connected to the part of your mind that forms language. Okay. So the other person feels that they are like you, but they don't have any reason to understand why. this would have happened to some of you this way. You would have connected to someone, you would have spoken to that person. Probably your connection started at about, started talking about 10 o'clock, went till 1 o'clock in the night. And next day morning, you just wake up and think, why the hell did I open up all my deepest, darkest secret to this person, my personal life to this person? And if you go back and if the audio was recorded, you will understand that somewhere both your tonalities, if it was a telephonic conversation, started to match. Okay.
Is it, sir, excuse me, is it with somebody we have met before, or is it with somebody we haven't met before?
This is a very new person. It can be with anyone. I have done this with my wife. I have done this with my father. I have done this with my friends. I have done this with my son. Okay. And I also have done it with new people that I met in my sales career when I was in sales. Okay. So rapport building is a very, very powerful tool. The other person will not, if you do it enough properly. One of the experiments that I used to do is that this was again in Bangalore. There was this Oasis mall near Sony World Signal. Ritu?
Yes.
So one of the experiments that I did when I was doing it was I used to get to Oasis mall, and I used to stand parallel to the person who is taking something from the rack. And with my peripheral vision, I used to imitate that person's body, whatever the person is taking, whatever the person is doing, I used to imitate. This used to happen very peripherally for about 5-10 minutes. And after a point of time, most probably that person will communicate, somehow talk to you, or if you ask something to the person will communicate to you in a very free-flowing way. Okay. So after NLP, there are two things that I practiced a lot. One is VAK, another is rapport building. And rapport building works wonders. It's a very psychological, physiological phenomenon that happens with a person. And by the way, I have one philosophy in life. You can do whatever you want, but you will have to pay the price for it. So let us say I build rapport with a person and sell them something that they did not want to buy, then it will impact my market presence. Always remember this. Just because you know NLP and rapport building does not mean you can do anything. You can do anything, but you cannot get away with it. You will have to pay the price for it. Clear?
What is the price out there? How would
price can be anything. My name in the market can be tarnished. No one will, everyone, there will be bad reviews about me. My image will be tarnished. Anything can happen. Right? But there will be a price. Just look at anything that has happened in the world. I always say this, people say that you should have this kind of lifestyle, that kind of lifestyle and everything. I say, do whatever you want. You will pay the price for whatever you do. Simple. And be ready when the price is being paid. Simple. There is no ethics, moral, or whatever that people have to follow. You can drink, you can smoke, you can have whatever you want to have in the world. That is up to you, but you should be ready to pay the price for. I'm not telling you to drink and smoke, by the way, okay? So someone who has stopped for a while, tomorrow onwards, they will start and say that, why? Because in the program, Karthik told drink and smoke. No, I'm not telling that. Okay. The same way, rapport building is a very unconscious, powerful thing. Another thing you could notice, when two lovers start to talk, after a point of time, both of them will talk almost the same language, almost the same tonality, the same metaphors, the same pattern of talking will be there. The same pitch and pause will be there. Have you noticed this? Go back to your college days and start thinking. You will understand better. Okay. Think about your friends and everyone. Clear?
So could you please cite one more example for parrot talking? Could you give a demo upon parrot talking a little? If you could.
So you want me to give a demo on parrot talking, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So parrot talking is how you imitate the other person's or continue the person's final topic. Like I started this one with. You told you wanted to start on parrot talking. I told, okay, you want to ask about parrot talking? You said yes. I told yes. And then I continued. You were not aware of that, right?
Yeah.
Your unconscious will be aware of it. My work is with your unconscious more than with your conscious.
Okay. I couldn't get it. Sorry.
See the recording. Yeah.
So the example that you gave in the shop or the mall, you started following the same thing what other person was doing. So if you continue that, the other person may also become uncomfortable that, oh, there's somebody who is doing the
Good.
same thing as
Very
I am.
good. Even
Yes,
that
might
could have
have got
happened in my interview in Audi, right? The VP
conscious
could have
about
been
it.
irritated that why the hell is this person imitating me, right? Could have happened there also. Rapport building should be like a dance. The other person should not be able to understand what you're doing. So let us say I'm sitting opposite to you and I'm just looking, oh, your hands. Okay, I'll keep your hands like this. Okay, your legs are crossed. I will also cross my legs. Oh, and okay, how your head is tilted little bit, little. Oh, okay. If I do this, you will know that I am imitating you. Correct? So it should, okay, one of the philosophies that's worked a lot for me is that I always used to have this mindset that it's okay. Let us just do this. And I am going to give better value to that person. My only work is to connect to that person to make the person understand that they are making the right decision. So when I attended the interview in Audi, my outcome was the company, if they recruit me, they are going to get a good person. It's not like I am going to get a good company. Staying out of the outcome and just going into the process and doing the process just for the purpose of doing the process. So the other person will never know if you're doing it right. But if you are doing it very consciously and in a very irritating way, the person will find it out. So you should be very fluid. You should not be like, no. You should be able to flow. Clear? Any questions?
Understanding application.
Yeah, Ritu?
I'm saying understanding the application is subject to how do we do it.
So what we do is, from today to tomorrow, this is a very important thing. That's why I'm just telling it separately. Find 4 or 5 people with whom you can try to build rapport in terms of their, even if it is a telephonic conversation, how can you build rapport?
Parrot talking.
Parrot talking. Then taking keywords.
Keywords from them.
Keywords like if the person is saying, I need a fantastic car. I can say everything and finally end that this is a fantastic car for you. Or using the modalities, look, hear, feel.
Tone.
Yeah, the tone, the volume, the speed, the pitch, the pause. There are multiple things just in terms of
Rapport building.
And then in terms of if you're just meeting the person directly, you can see, just apply your body language also to it. Okay. Now I'll just give you one of the personal examples of how I used rapport building that helped me, or how I have used it. Again, ethical or not, I just leave it up to you. So this was when I was traveling a lot. I finished a program in Madurai, and then I had to travel to Chennai for a program. From Chennai, I had to go to Indore. I believe Indore or Ahmedabad, someplace, one of these 2 places I was traveling. And in the travel, suddenly, when I landed in Chennai, my wife calls me and says that, why the hell do you make all these travels? Do you know what your dogs have done? So when your wife says, or husband says, your dogs, your children, that means you're in deep trouble. There is some issue that has happened. So she told that your dogs have again torn apart my vehicle's seat totally. Okay. Now, in my mind, I was like, what the hell? Is this even a big problem? Why the hell is it being brought to me right now? And because I was so tired traveling, and I had to book a cab. So I told that I have to book a cab. Let me get into a cab. So I got into a cab. So after I got into a cab, the AC was on and everything. Probably my mood also changed. So Chennai is always hot. Chennai is, who is from Chennai here? 2 people here.
Traveled.
Anuradha.
I stayed in Chennai for a few years.
Few years. Oh my God. I'm really sorry for you.
3 years. No, I loved it.
I traveled there.
I'm really sorry that you loved it also.
Thank you, Ritu.
Yes.
Chennai is one place I could not tolerate, but when I got matured, I just understood that Chennai is a lot of vibrant place than a lot of other cities.
But I like the Chennai weather better than Delhi, which is very dry and summery.
By the way, Delhi people can never tolerate Chennai climate, and Chennai people cannot tolerate.
I made them made them love Chennai than Delhi then.
No, I still remember first time after a long time I went to Delhi, and this was the month of May, I guess. And when I landed, the announcement, the captain announced the temperature out is 36 degrees. I thought, okay, spelling mistake ho gaya hoga. 26 it should be, 36 they told. And bloody, it was hot. When we just got out, it was hot air. And the house where I stayed, this was in the house, I was staying in the house of one doctor, Indo Arneja, and their guest house. Night, 12 o'clock, there used to be hot wind. And that is when I landed in Chennai and then touched the soil and told Ma Tujhe Salam.
No, sir, actually, in Chennai, there is a humid.
Yeah, Ritu?
I'm saying in Chennai, there is a humid, so it is still better. In Delhi, it is very dry. Your skin burnt badly. So when that peak summers are there, which we Hindi call Loo.
Yes.
So that
So,
prickly heat.
The problem with Chennai is Chennai is moist heat. So
Yes,
that a humid
still
heat
better.
a lot of people cannot take. It might not go to the level of Delhi, but still a lot of people in Delhi cannot take this because it is dry heat. Here it is humid heat. So there, if you notice, in Delhi, air coolers will work. In Chennai, air coolers will not work.
Correct.
Should not be there also that much. Okay, coming back. So it was hot outside and it was early morning only. It's almost about 6:30 or so. But still Chennai was Chennai. Being Chennai, it was hot. And I got into the car. I think the cool air or something made me a little bit more relaxed. And then as I was sitting, suddenly I just got a little bit relaxed. So then I thought for myself, now what is it I want? I want my wife to take care of my kids, 3 of my dogs. And at this point of time, there is no point in arguing with her with logic, saying that this is just a 700 rupees thing. You just get it done. I will pay you the money. So she will revolt. So what is that I can do? Then I just devised a plan. So when I got down off the cab, I went to her sister's house. I had gone to her sister's house. Her sister's children were getting ready. So she called me. I told her, wait a minute, I'm buying chocolates for your sister's children. And then I went to that place and I made a video call. She cut the call. I again made a video call. Again, she cut the call. I called her and told her, just come on video for 1 minute. Your sister's daughters want to meet you. And then I made her meet the sister's daughter. They told, hi, hello. They were in uniform. How are you? All pleasantries exchanged. Now, what is it I have done?
Cool down. Rapport build.
Break state. There's no rapport build till now.
Yes.
Then after this, so once there is a break state, after this, a person cannot go to that level of rage that they started with. Okay. Then I started to talk to her over the video call. So I was lying down on the bed. I just put my hand like this and I was lying down. And she was standing near the two-wheeler and she also started to put her hand like this. Now I was like, okay, rapport built. I did certain things to do the rapport. I was talking in her pitch and pause and everything, and slowly rapport got built. Now she was to my level to talk. Then I told, then she told that these people have done this, no, these dogs have done this. I told, yeah, I don't know why these people do this again and again. Last time also we did something, it did not work, right? And then we discussed things and I told, okay, now what is that we can do? She told, now what to do? We have to redo the seat. I told, yes, but you cannot go to redo the seat with this condition, no? She told, yes, there is. Last time I had asked to this person, he can be useful. I told, yeah, he can be useful. So how can you call him? He told, okay, I can call him now itself. Now 9 o'clock he will be available. Now he won't be available. So can he do it? Oh, yeah, he can do it. How much will it be? Some 800, 900 rupees. Okay, I'll GPay it. Done. Okay, so there was a lot of things that happened in between. I'm just telling it in short. Probably this was max about 5-10 minutes conversation. That's it. Okay. Now the same has happened. A lot of times has happened with my friends, with my clients, with my son. So multiple places I use rapport building, and it has always worked wonderfully. Nowadays I don't do it that much, but initial days it was like discovering kryptonite. People who don't know kryptonite don't know Superman. Okay. Initially, it was one of, Subhash from Erode used to say, it is almost like discovering atom bomb. Particularly when you're a teenager and you're in college, you want to build rapport with people. So long time back. So Subhash did the program in 2018, January, I guess. Okay. Any other questions on rapport building? Again, rapport building is something that you will have to experiment on. Find 3 to 4 people and just try to experiment in terms of rapport building with them. Clear?
How can we build rapport in a group when you're addressing a group?
In a group, how you build rapport is using your language, which is called as Milton modeling.
Milton?
Milton model. Milton model is the language pattern of Milton that he used to attract people, to make people get connected. So in a group, this is for an one-on-one level. On a group, the same way as VAK is not something that you're going to use or understand from a person or from a group of people and use it. VAK, you use it by adding a lot of VAK words. The same way, rapport building, this non-verbal rapport building is not for a group, it's for an individual.
Correct. So I'm asking, is there any other way?
By Milton model. If you want to build rapport with a group, you need to connect with their common ideologies.
Okay.
Their common value system. Let's say I'm going and addressing a group of army people, police people, doctors, engineers. For each of them, I will have to address to their level. I should not be talking something of some metaphysical thing that is not connecting to them.
So you build rapport intellectually.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And one-on-one rapport building works. By the way, one very important warning. Rapport building is you opening a portal, which means things can go from here to there and from there to here also. So in the 1970s, a lot of psychologists were committing suicide. People did not know why psychologists are committing suicide of all people. Then they slowly understood psychologists mostly were talking to people with mental health illness. One way or the other, even without the concept of rapport building, when you talk to a person for an extended amount of time, you build a kind of a rapport. And things start going from there to here, particularly when you're not conscious enough. And then what happens? This has also happened to me. I'll tell you how it happened. Then what happens when you build rapport with a person who is mentally ill or whatsoever it is, you start becoming that. You start becoming feeling bad. Clear?
Yeah.
It's an extremely powerful tool. Like any extremely powerful tool, handle with care. Or it can burn your hands.
It's not the vibes that we think, it is the rapport that we exchange while we have been talking. Maybe it's physical or by words.
A lot of times. Next time, you just try to understand when you start liking a person, probably there is some rapport that has got built. That rapport can be on an intellectual level also, but the rapport also can be in the level of non-verbals. And if there is a rapport that is built on the intellectual level, you will see that non-verbal rapport has already gotten built. You will start to get closer with that person in terms of your non-verbals. That person will start to get closer to you in terms of non-verbals. Clear?
Sir, rapport building is required in the beginning when we are starting the conversation, right? Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 meetings, and after that, or we need to do it continuously.
Depends on what your outcome is. Let's say that I am meeting a client for the first time, to whom I need to make $1 million sale. I'll build rapport, and then I need the person to sales or sign the sales contract. Till the last point, slowly, I might build rapport over a period of time. Now, even after the sale, I want reference from that person so that I can make more sale. Then again, I may continue to do that rapport. Now, it is all based on your outcome. And even if you're as a family, as a close friend, after a point of time, things don't work with each other, rapport building works.
But sir, what about the ideology is different, right? Rapport building will be required 1 point, but we don't have to agree with everything what the person is talking about, right?
You don't have to. So that's the beauty about rapport building. It is not about you verbally agreeing to the person. You may even disagree to that person, but still the person will like you when you build rapport with the person on a non-verbal level. So I still remember in my first NLP program, this is what happened, where probably this was on the first day itself. This happened, the last technique of the first day. So there was this guy called as Nazir. So Nazir was first he spoke about Sachin Tendulkar and something that he likes, and second was about travel. And when he was talking about Sachin Tendulkar, I was mismatching, telling about all the flaws of Sachin Tendulkar, but matching his non-verbals. And second, when we were talking about travel, I was matching his content, but I was mismatching his non-verbals. Apparently, he liked the first conversation than the second con. I was a little bit too enthusiastic to do that. Things could have gone wrong, but that was my first program, and I still don't know why I did it, because I was too scared in that program also. That's the only program where I was scared. But still I did it, it worked. So you don't have to say haan pe haan nahi dalna hai, but even in that case, the person will feel that you are close. That person did not agree to everything, but still somehow I feel connected. I feel the person is genuine. The person is not acting up.
Okay.
Remember, when people are not able to put words, they will make everything to justify it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Very often. They over-explain.
Sorry?
Sometimes they over-explain. We can figure it out.
We try to justify. We try to justify our choices. Why did I buy this car? Let me explain you. Let me justify. May not be true. The justification may not be true, but people will try to do that. You see people who are into bad jobs, bad relationship, bad ideas, bad decisions of life, of regarding health. They will all have their own justifications. Why they did what they did, why they are continuing to do what they are doing.
Yeah.
They will talk as if they don't have a choice. Clear? Good. Okay. So that ends up the basics of NLP that we had to learn, and collaborating all of these things. There's one basic that we did not experiment in this program, which is called a sensory acuity. What is sensory acuity? The sharpness of your senses. How sharp your senses are. What does it mean? How much clear I am in terms of, or how much focused and sharp I am in terms of my visual parameters, auditory parameters, kinesthetic parameters, olfactory and gustatory parameters. This is a very basic thing in terms of getting success in any field. The sharper you are, the more focused you are. The more focused you are, the more success you can get. Right? So sensory acuity is something that we did not experiment here, but we can understand a lot of things that can promote sensory acuity, the sharpness of your senses. Because until and unless your senses are sharp, okay? Now, for me, fitness is more about having a sharp sensory acuity, having a sharp intellect, having the ability to focus more, having the ability to stay healthy better than getting fit, getting slim, and all of those things are there. I'm not saying it is not part of the game, but the first and foremost thing is a person to be fit in terms of physical and mental realm, to be sharp, to be focused, to be able to be healthier. Okay. That is a primary thing that will determine your success. Or you will just try to reach some success. As I told, till you may have hundreds of problems, and then you get a health problem. That is the only problem that you will have. Right? So focusing on your sensory acuity is important. There are a lot of things that can help that. A good diet, a good workout, a good thought process, good conception of information. A lot of these things can help your sensory acuity. Remember, this is one of your key things regarding success whenever you walk towards success. Clear? And this summarizes the 4 pillars of NLP, or the 4 pillars of success. To be successful in any field, these are the 4 things that you need to focus on. If you're not successful in any field, you can focus, you can understand, try and understand which area is flawed. First, know your outcome. What is my outcome? Understanding what is my outcome in this situation. What is that I want in this situation? Okay, that's a very, very important thing to do. that may seem very trivial, very simple. A lot of times we don't know what is that we want, or is our intention and action congruent to each other. If you notice, there will be a lot of non-congruent behavior to the intention. Okay, for example, one of your friends posted something on social media. Okay, you went and commented on it, and there was a big fight, which I already told as an example. You remember this example? 20 years of friendship, both of you are friends, something that person posted, which is a hoax, and you understood that that's a lie. You just commented on the comment place that this is a lie, please delete, thinking you're going to help your friend. Your friend got offended that you are still telling that person in front of the whole Facebook or Instagram community by commenting on their post. And that person posts some other, or is messaging something else, and the comment section is getting into the fight mode. And then finally, 20 years of friendship gone down the drain. Why? You did not think what is that you want. Okay, I want my friend to not look like a fool. So now what is the behavioral choice I have? You could have thought of calling the person and telling, messaging the person and telling, not just commenting on the social media. Right? So knowing your outcome is the first. Knowing what is that you want is the first thing. Okay. Second thing, having enough sensory acuity towards it, having enough senses sharp towards it. First, knowing your outcome. Second, having your senses sharp. Having your senses sharp. Okay. As I told, sensory acuity, that is a second most important thing. When your senses are sharp, your intuitions will be up. There are still people in village who will just look at the sky and the sunny sky and say, today there will be rain. If you're a city dweller, you will have no clue why the person is telling there will be rain. The person will smell, see, hear, listen, and feel things and say that there will be rain, and there will be rain. How? If you notice, village people usually navigate in terms of what? How do city dwellers navigate? Left, right, straight, back. How do village dwellers navigate?
North, west.
No, they have 8 directions: north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. So they have 8 directions. And at any point of time, they will be able to tell you where north is, where south is. They may be even coming to your city, but they will always be aware. They will be in your house. They will not have access to sunlight. Have you noticed people like that?
Yeah.
So their sensory acuity is sharper. The more your comfort zone, the less your sensory acuity. The more you're indulged in your mobile, the less your attention reality and hence your sensory acuity, right? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So your sharpness of your senses is the first, or knowing your outcome, and then comes having your senses sharp towards it. So you can think about doing something that will sharpen your senses. It can be meditation for you. It can be exercise for you. It can be yoga for you. It can be a walk for you. It can be sitting in silence and listening to music for you. Whatever sharpens your senses. It can be sleeping on time and waking up early for you. I don't know what it is for you, but think about something that you believe can sharpen your senses. Start with it. And as and when you go, things will become better and better. One of the things that I have started to focus is sleeping at least 7 hours a day. So my sleeping hours was 6 hours, and it went to 5.5 hours, and then it went into 5 hours. Was I not able to do it? I was able to carry forward because of something called as coffee. Okay. And it just takes away a large part of what you are. It will just drain you in some way or the other. Okay. So what happened over a period of time is that slowly my sharpness of my senses was coming down. So I started to focus on my sleep quota. So I need to sleep at least 7 hours. From 6, I understood that my physiology and my metabolism and everything right now requires me to sleep at least 7 hours. Probably when I become a little bit more healthier, my metabolism becomes better, probably I'll be able to sleep more. The same thing in terms of fasting also. Now, I'm not recommending any of these things for any of you. Please consult your doctor, do your own experiment and do it. In the beginning, we were talking about fasting, long fast and everything. Sneha also was telling that her husband does it and everything. I've noticed that fasting can improve your senses. It will take some time. First 36 hours, 48 hours will be super difficult. And if your body is not adapted to fat burning, it is going to be harder. Okay, so your body can take energy from two sources. One is from sugar, another is from fat. So what I did is that I shifted most of my food to fat-based diet. Paneer, eggs, fish. So when it is more of fat-based, your body starts taking, and then I cut off all the sugar for a while. Cutting off sugar itself can be a lot of difficult thing for a lot of people. So what it does is that the body starts to burn fat. So when you're shifting from food to no food state, it will be easier shift for the body to shift from sugar to fat because it's used to that. So technically or scientifically now they are told that your body can actually easily, comfortably come out of 7 days fast. I've not done more than 4 days. Okay. So one thing I've noticed, after the second day, your senses starts becoming sharp. They say there's a lot of reason. Ketones are being released and your brain is getting a lot of energy. Your brain is getting reinvented, or there are a lot of pathways that is happening. When you combine that with good sleep, and mind you, I was working out all the 3 days. Okay. Just that last day, I just restricted myself a little bit of thing, but my steps count, my workout count, my yoga, everything was on. This is for me. What works for you, you will have to think, because until and unless your senses are sharp, a lot of things cannot happen. So first, know your outcome. Second, have your senses sharp. Say having enough sensory acuity. Okay. Because people's senses are sometimes sharp, there's this group of island called as Polynesian Island, where people used to navigate, have a navigator in front of the boat who will correct the course of the boat, how to travel. The person was taking a lot of cues, the direction of the stars, how the stars are, the wind, the smell, the way the sea is behaving. Lot of things the person was able to take, and the person was able to navigate way before. The person was even more sharper than the compass of those times. Okay, so second thing, sharpness of your senses. Third thing, having enough flexibility. Know your outcome, have enough sharpness of sense. The third thing is having enough flexibility. You remember the second presupposition that we discussed? The person with the most flexibility is the most
strongest.
Yeah. Is the most powerful.
Yeah.
I will not take this because this is totally against whatever I know, I have learned, I have been taught. As I told, a lot of successful people, just initially I was confused how certain people can be so flexible, and even though it is not their ideology. As I told, Vivekananda's ideology can be Vedanta, but he has to get down to the point to understand that my ideology is not everyone's ideology. Someone having their own ideology, one wife and 4 husbands is okay for them. I cannot interpret that person's life with my ideology. Then it will be an endless debate. That flexibility is rare. People are stuck on to their own ideology. My ideology says this. My book says this. My mentor told this. So that flexibility is something, sometimes even to make you live at peace. That is theirs. This is mine. That's it. I'm not telling you to go and indulge in everything. So that flexibility in terms of yourself, what you are going to do is very important. Knowing your outcome, having your senses sharp, and having enough flexibility. Okay. I have known a lot of people just because being not flexible. I will only follow, I will not take allopathy medicines at all. All allopathic medicines are bad, or I will only follow homeopathy. And finally, they have come to a stage. I'm not saying homeopathy or Ayurveda or anything of that is bad. You should understand what works. You should understand reality. Okay. Any kind of thing that is not working in the real life is not true. Simple. It can be your ideology that you have been following for 40 years, does not matter. If it does not work, it does not work. Simple. right? So having that flexibility is very important. Knowing your outcome, having enough sensory acuity, having enough flexibility, and the last one, which is also very important, 4 pillars, all these 4 pillars are important. Having enough rapport around and within. The question now, what is rapport within? I'll give you some examples for these 4 pillars, but what is rapport within?
Any conflicts in mind?
Yeah, Vani?
Any conflicts in the decision or in mind?
Good. So let me put it in a different way. Is there a rapport between my conscious and unconscious? Between my intention and behavior? Okay. I want to help someone, and my outcome is I want to feel happy by helping someone. Okay. You need to be very clear on your intention, or you will finally say that I sacrificed my life. I did these things for you. Now you are doing this. This is a lot of time parents tell this to children. Have you noticed this? Why do parents raise their children? Because they love to raise children. We love to raise children. We love to make mini versions of ourselves, and we do things. And then finally you say that, you don't know your outcome itself. You are lost. You started with something. Now you are lost. You're not sure about what your outcome is. And you're not remembering that you did something because your intention was, it was making you feel happy, making you feel good. You took the pain because it was giving you something more bigger than the pain that it was giving, right? So then, because there is no rapport between your conscious and unconscious, unconsciously you love your children so much, or you love someone so much, love something so much, you do a lot to it. And in the process, you may get angry, or you may even affect the same thing that you love so much because you want to protect it. So is there a rapport between your intention and behavior, your unconscious and conscious? Somehow I want to take rest. Okay. And because I have not been given rest, I get angry on everyone. So when I understand my unconscious intention is to get rest, I can easily go and take some rest, take a break. So is there a rapport between your unconscious and conscious? I suddenly understand that I don't want to go to a particular place, but I don't know why. Now, when I go back and understand, I try to create all kinds of problems not to go there. When I go and deeply understand my unconscious, I understand that there was a traumatic situation 10 years back because I went to some similar situation. That's why I don't want to go. Then you can work on it. This is the rapport between your conscious and unconscious. Clear? The same way, you also should have rapport with people around you. Right? Let us say I want to start a business. First thing, I need to know what is that I want. And I need to be very clear. We will see about this thing today. Outcome, well-formed outcome today. But I need to understand why I need to start a business. I'll give you one example. I am doing organic farming. I need to understand why I am doing organic farming. Is it because I read in a magazine that organic farmers are minting money like anything? Is it because I can forge my accounts in the name of farming? Because a lot of people, you'll be surprised to know, there was one person who was a MP or MLA who had filed a 2 crore revenue out of rooftop garden. So when you have agree, is it because of that? Or is it because I genuinely love to try something? Is it because I love the land and I want to be an example to people around? I can afford to do this if it is a mistake, so that people around can learn what is my intention. Now, when I forget my outcome, a lot of problem can come. So what is my outcome? I want to have a small piece of land purely in terms of organic farming, so that I can be an example for people around if they can select organic farming or not. That is my intention. Now, what is the sensory acuity? The sharpness of my senses is something that I should always have. I should understand. I should go to the farm regularly, try to understand if there are insects around, try to understand the land better. And over a period of time, I should be able to understand the climate and what infection can come if the symptom is there. How is that I'll be able to take it? So that is the sharpness of my senses. Clear? Outcome, sharpness of my senses. Third thing, I will try to be enough flexible. I will not say that I have only one method to work. I will try multiple methods, different things in different ways. And let's say naphthalene ball. Naphthalene ball is organic or inorganic?
Inorganic.
Inorganic. I'm so strict. No, I will not use inorganic at all. I'm doing organic farming only. No, but I just have to stabler a few balls of naphthalene balls and put it in a particular corner so that smell repels animals. Now that may be inorganic, but that is not going to affect my land. That is not going to affect the plants, right? So having enough flexibility, I should be able to be flexible to understand what is reality, what is not. And finally, build enough rapport. I should have a network of people who are already into organic farming or who are in the process of becoming organic farmers. It can be in terms of the videos I see, the people I connect to, the forums that I attend, the communities that I build, the people that I interact with, right? The same thing applies to my journey as a coach. The same thing applies to me as my journey as an NLP trainer. The same thing will apply to me in terms of health and fitness, correct? I need to know what is my outcome. Why do I want to get fit? What is fitness according to me? And then I need to be sharp enough to understand if a workout is helping me or not. Okay. So I was a runner. I was a long distance runner in the college. Now I tried running, as I told you, the beginning of the program. And just because I had given a small break. Now I have terrible heel pain. Today I tried it again. I can get terrible heel pain. I will repeat it a couple of times to understand if this pain is something that I'm able to take away after a little bit of massage and therapy. And if it is not working, that is sharpness of my senses. If it is not working, I should be flexible enough to say that, okay, I think running is not for me. Now, and that I'll be able to do better by building better rapport with people around who are runners or in sports or in physiotherapy, right? Any field of your life, if something is not working, you want to do something you're not able to do, you want to start something you're not able to excel in it, think about, are these 4 pillars matched? Do I know what my outcome is? Am I clear in terms of my outcome? It's not about knowing what my outcome is, having a clarity in terms of what your outcome is. Second thing, do I have enough sharpness of my senses? Are my senses sharp enough to grasp the changes? Third thing, am I flexible enough? Fourth, do I have the rapport required to be successful in this? These are called as 4 pillars of NLP, but these are also called as the 4 pillars of a successful life.
Sir, how to sharpen the senses and recognize that these senses are required? I'm a little stuck to understand this.
You can understand if your senses are sharp or not. Let's say rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10 in terms of how sharp you are in terms of your senses, how active you are, how much things you are able to grasp in the environment, how much are you able to judge and it comes true. For this, you should be open enough. And then do something to sharpen your senses. Now, you can do Tratak, some kind of meditation, or you can do some kind of lifestyle changes like food practices. Have you noticed this? When you eat heavy meals, your sensory acuity goes down. When you are living in a very comfortable environment, your sensory acuity goes down. When you're not working out and you're depending on coffee, your sensory acuity will go down. For the time that you use coffee, it will be sharpened, then it will go down. So a lot of these things can make your senses a little bit blunt. So sensory acuity is about understanding how is that you can make your senses sharp. Ritu?
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah. So for the work, right? Whatever, let's say we have planned something to be executed. That's my future plan. So that planning, how the sense is connected here.
So for the planning?
Yes.
I didn't get your point. Last, what did you say for the planning?
See, suppose if I'm planning that I have to execute a certain project, right?
Okay.
It could be anything.
Okay.
Let's say water harvesting project. So for that, where the senses come into picture in this 4 pillar, I understand.
Okay.
Right?
If my senses are sharp, I will be able to connect with people better. If my senses are sharp, I will be able to judge better. Sharpening of your senses is something that is there with you, which you apply in this situation. If your senses are not sharp, you will not be able to judge people better.
But okay, I will not be able to do the rapport building.
Rapport building also will be a problem because I don't have better peripheral vision. Now I have to look at the person's hands, legs, face, neck, every other single thing, and I have to focus on. Rapport building will not be there. Right? Ritu?
Yeah, getting it.
Cool. Good. So your basics of NLP is completely done now. Okay. So we will churn it out tomorrow. We will just do a backtrack frame tomorrow. But right now, let us get back into understanding what is that we can do with whatever we learned today. Just pick up 4 people, try to build rapport with them and stay out of your outcome. Just do it for the purpose of doing it. Do it as a flow, as a dance, not as if you are just trying to do something to the person to gain something out of that person. Okay. And then see how is that it works for you. It can be with your children, with your partners, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your people around, whatsoever it is.
So is it important that we choose the topic of their interest or something that is going on, we can catch up with the flow to make a
Can. But let's say something that's going on, if it is a political discussion and that person is on the other side, you are on this side, any kind of rapport can get damaged. Okay. So just be a little bit, your senses should be sharp enough to understand that person's threshold. Not everyone can handle those kind of conversations. Clear? Done?
Coach,
Yes.
so if the person is like actively hostile towards you, like or has a prejudgment, actively hostile, or has some prejudice already, so is possible to build a rapport?
In that case, you will have to do some break states for the person to break from that hostile mindset and come out. If the person is too hostile, then it is really difficult to build rapport. If the person is comfortable, that's what luckily brought this up. So I told you once I was affected by rapport building, right? So there was this girl who they brought to me from Madurai. Madurai is like 500 kilometers from wherever I am, 400, 500 kilometers from wherever I am. They drove this girl. They had known me through some mutual contact, and she was in depression. This is a girl who was really good in terms of academics. So she was the topper of her class. She attended CA with the toughest papers and got marks, and she cleared CA in the first attempt. Now, after all of these things, she joined an office in Chennai, a corporate office. In the corporate office, she had to do something more than just getting academically qualified. That is, she no longer can study and apply something. She has to implement things in real life. What happened? She went into depression. She was not able to handle it. She went into depression. She came back home. She did not go back. And she was super confident that I am not going to go back. I'm comfortable with this, whatever it is. I'm the only daughter for my parents. Why should I go back? Why should I work? She was brought to me. I tried to build rapport with her. She was I missed one small thing, or one very important thing that she actually want to change. Can you work with a person who does not want to change? That's a little bit difficult, but still you can do that, but it is a long process. Is it worth it is a question. But here we did not have that much time. The parents had gone out and she was in my house. So just 1 hour we had to discuss things. She was extremely slippery. She was very comfortable with being depressed. Everyone was taking care of this. Is when I say that if there is a secondary gain, people will never want to change, because she was getting a lot of attention. She was given a lot of care. Why the hell should she come out of it? In the process of me trying to build rapport with her, after a point of time that she just left after discussing for a while, I went into depression for 2 days. I did not even realize that I was depressed. I was feeling very low. I was not able to do things. And then Suddenly I got a phone call asking, why haven't you come for the program? Then I asked, the program is day after tomorrow, right? They told, no, the program is tomorrow. I used to go the previous day. And then urgently I had to just pack my things, get into my car and go there. And then on the way, I understood what happened. I was questioning what happened to me. I am depressed. Why am I depressed? From when am I depressed? I thought. And then I understood this is something that made me depressed. It took me 2 more days to break out of the depression. Luckily, I had a batch, which is a very big energy booster. But I had to do a lot of things to come out of that depression. Because that person who is in depression, this rapport building is about your NLP pie. You remember NLP pie? External behavior, internal state, internal computation. What is that I am building rapport on? What is it we learn to build rapport on?
Behavior.
External behavior. So when I am building rapport on the external behavior, I can access the internal computation of the person, the thought process of the person. I can understand it a little bit. It comes a little bit intuitive to you. At the same time, you can also access the internal state of the person. And remember what I told you, rapport building is like opening a portal. Things can go from here to there. Things can also come from
there to here.
There to here. So you should be very careful when you are dealing with clients who are hostile, who don't want to change. In the process of building rapport, you can get affected. That's why I don't know how many of you noticed it. If you go, sorry,
what should you do?
Stay away. Simple. See, you never should be invested in a client more than how much they are invested in themselves.
No, not that. So, in case the client was very interested,
and then you can. Then you will not be only focused. See, in that case, you will not be only focusing on rapport. You will be focusing on breaking the state of the person with multiple things. And you will try to bring the client to your level, not going to their level.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, you understand maybe somebody is like that around you. So what can you do to avoid those, unconsciously you build rapport when you're with someone?
Stay away from those people, or be aware, be conscious whenever you're with those kind of people, or you are with I don't know how many of you have noticed this. When people are with people who are depressed, they also can get into depression. A lot of times, just by being with a person who is depressed, who will always feeling low. If you are with by the way, this is another one thing. If you are being close to a narcissistic person, there's a high chance you can become narcissistic. I've noticed this. Parents, when they are narcissistic, when they raise a child, the child who has been affected by that narcissism can become narcissistic. I've known a couple of situations where the child has become narcissistic also. When I say narcissism, the child may not be, in the very harsh way of being narcissistic. It can be very soft narcissism, where the child makes everyone feel guilty, pity them, make them feel that I am the victim here, although they are affecting other people's life. It's nasty. It's super nasty. Right? So things can happen. So that's what I told ecology. Either you change your ecology or you change your ecology. Clear? Okay.
How do we identify, or what sort of questions could bring us in clarity that the person wants to change or doesn't want to change, or is in a, or we have to go to their state, or they have to come
Simple.
out
Ask the
of it?
person, do you want change? Why do we have to identify everything in the hard way? Ask the person, no. Okay, now that you are stuck in the situation, do you really want to come out of the situation? What will you get if you come out of the situation? Why is it coming out of the situation so important to you? So the one why question that I always use in coaching is, why is it so important to you? And a lot of time people answer it wrongly. And that's okay, because people are not asked this question often. Right? So ask the people, do you want to come out of this? Do you want to And sometimes there are times when people say yes, and unconsciously they will be no. I like this. I enjoy this. This is the
Well,
only thing that I know.
Person who is in a depression will never agree that he is in a depression, and then never feel the need of the change.
In
But the
that case, they
people
will
are,
never come to you as a coach. They will never come to you for help. They will never, only when they accept the fact, they will come to you.
so not as a coach, but there are family members and other people which affects the life of us because we are around them.
Yes, there are family members who are like that. And
So how to train the situation because we cannot do the rapport building with them. They never agree that they have a depression, but how are they affecting the entire environment? They don't understand.
so you can make the person give a clarity. If the person's at the end of the day, if the person does not want to do it, only thing you can do is stay away from the person. You can at least help the family members to insulate themselves. That's it. And remember what I told, you only get into issues that you can afford. Have you seen this reel that comes a lot of time when you are middle class and you are going through a breakup? The boy or girl, they just cry, and then the parents call, they say, 2 minute, abhi aa gayi. And no, I'm just, and they just go to the bathroom and try to try to cry. But still, the life is going on. Basically, you cannot afford to be depressed. You have to do something or the other, right? So people get into issues that they can afford to.
Yeah, this is you have told, and I really know. Yeah, people can get into things that they can afford to.
Right? Or in other words, we will have to anyway pay the price for it also if we get into things that we can't afford to. So we should think if we can really afford to. A lot of times we don't understand what is the price that we are paying for it. For our inactivity, for our laziness, for our procrastinations, for our not being on time, right? For our bad habits, for our delusions. So we need to understand it.
For a very common example, like people around us also say that, okay, working mothers or working women has this for something that they're gaining outside, they have to lose something over here at the home. Either they lose the company of their children or their childhood, that they miss upon something. This is again something correlated with that. Do
I'm
you
not
think?
understanding. Sorry. Can you explain?
Over here, I'm trying to say that what you've been mentioning just now, that there are repercussions to it and all. So, for example, in the state of a working mother, where they say that when you go for working, you are going over there and you're over here, you've been missing upon the childhood of the children or the moments with the children, or you are into something and then you are losing upon it, and that is it. Pata
Sorry.
nahi, I just forgot what I've been connected with.
Okay.
It just came to my head like because you gave cited that example, and it is like being at that one place you've been they're connected with, and then you lose upon something where you are not being connected
That you
with.
will
That is
always,
something.
na. You cannot, even if you are Superman or Superwoman, you cannot be in two places or do everything at the same time. You do something, you lose something. That's choice
Huh.
up to you. Like
Yeah,
I think
conscious.
Shah Rukh Khan told this, no, this health, sleep, and cucumber on your eyes, relaxing, doing. If you want to be super successful, you will have to forget all of these things. These things cannot happen. This can happen now and then, but it cannot happen all the time. And this very famous Shah Rukh Khan statement, "Aram haram hai." Right? So I'm not saying that you should be doing whatever he or Elon Musk is doing, but if you want to be Shah Rukh or Elon Musk, then you should be doing that, and you should be willing to pay the price for it. Do you know Shah Rukh was a chain smoker? I'm not sure now, but at least till 7 years back, from what I know, he was a chain smoker.
There were a lot of circulation of power.
And very cool guy. He told that gives me something that others don't give. So it's okay. So you should be clear of your outcome, of the price that you have to pay for it. And clear? Okay, so moving forward, we have seen 3 chapters till now. One is the 5 realities. Second is a very, very important basics of NLP. What is that?
So, rapport building?
Rapport building.
Meta
Experiment this
program,
with people. Please experiment this with people. Yes, Anuradha?
meta programs,
That we already saw. Then 4 pillars of NLP.
4 pillars.
pillars of NLP.
4 pillars of NLP. And now we will just get into the well-formed outcomes that I had asked you to write. Can all of you take the well-formed outcomes? I know it is already a lot of learning today. Just let us just finish with the well-formed outcome just to understand if you have done it right. I'll just tell you some of the well-formed outcomes. Tell me if it is right or not, because based on the parameters in the chapter 14. I want to get fit. Is it a good goal or not?
Yeah, good goal.
Good.
No. Let me do a loaded question. Why is it not a good goal? Getting fit, why is it not a good goal? I want to become rich. I want to be happy. I want to be happy. Good goal or not? I want to be contented. Good goal or not? Happy?
It's not properly
Not
defined.
no.
Exactly. It is not properly defined. First of all, it is not a tangible goal. How much kilos? How is that I can define happiness? If you want to be happy now. Why wait for some time? Just be happy. So first you need to understand your goal is something that should be tangible. Second thing, let us say I want to be fit. Why I want to be fit is not a good goal. Again, as Sana told, it is not defined. What is fitness according to you? Okay, let us say I want to lose 20 kilos. Good goal or not?
Because it is tangible.
Again, a bad goal. Why? You don't know by when. You don't know by when. Okay. I want to lose 20 kilos by December of 2025. Good goal or not?
Repeat.
I want to lose 20 kilos by December of 2025. Good goal or not?
Give it a time constraint.
No.
You
It
put it
may
yes,
harm the
tangible too.
system.
Yeah, Ritu?
It may harm the system because if you lose suddenly.
Okay, let us say the person is 150 kilos, has enough fat to lose. Okay?
Yeah. From how much to how much is required?
Yeah, okay. Okay, from 150 kilos, the person wants to lose 20 kilos. Good goal, right? Not a good goal because it is December. You need to be specific. When? Okay, I need to lose 20 kilos by December 31st, 2025. Good goal or not? Good goal or not?
You're leaving the question, otherwise I would have said yes, it's a good goal.
Again, it is not a good goal. Why? Because you are making a goal in an away from statement, not a towards statement. I want to lose 20 kilos. It's not I want to go towards something. I want to go away from something. When you set a goal, if it is an away from is a wonderful motivational strategy, but it is a very bad goal setting strategy. In general, some meta program works better in certain places here than away from towards works. So let's say I told you the example, this person is 150 kilos. The person is saying that I need to lose 20 kilos. I need to go away from 20 kilos. What else the person can say so that it can be a towards goal?
Means I will follow this practice or this health diet. Or
that is a process. That is a process. But I'm just telling about the goal statement. I understand what you're saying. It's about the process of what the person should be doing. I'm asking, how do you reframe the statement itself?
I want to go towards
I
20,
I want to go towards
20 kg
131
loss of weight by the
130
month of
kgs.
2025.
okay, let me give you a hint. 20 kg should never come in the statement. Reframe the statement now.
No. I want to be 130 kgs by
Very good.
31st.
I want to be 130 kg by December 2025. Now that is a goal. That is a good goal. I'm able to go towards something. There is a date to it. It is something that is well defined. Got it, Ritu?
130 also we have said.
Wait a minute. Sneha, wait a minute. Ritu?
The I want, is that okay to in the goal? Because I want will always be. This is not a definite sentence, right? When I say I want, because wanting is willingness, but should it not be a definite sentence? I'm just thinking.
What can be a definite sentence here?
Yes, I will be.
I will be. Okay,
or I'll make sure that.
I'll make sure that. That's also okay. See, I will be, I want to be, you're saying that in terms of being definitive, that I will be or I want to, all those things are in terms of grammatical, we have to change. But in the syntax of the goal itself, the goal should be very definitive. There should be a specific date to it, and it should be something tangible, and it should be something that should be able to walk towards. Now, I will be, I want to be, I understand there's a subtle difference, no question on that. But more importantly, when you set a goal, let us say you say that I will be 20 kilos less, that itself is a very negative connotation for the mind. Your mind does not want to lose anything. Do you know this? Do you want to lose your relationship, lose your friendship, lose money, lose dignity, lose health? No. Why will we want to lose weight? Weight loss was never a concept until 50 years back. Before that, a hefty person was considered as a healthy person, a prosperous person. Do you remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So loss is something that your unconscious cannot process that well, and it will always hit a little bit. There will be a break that is being hit now and then. So always you have to make your goal in something that is towards. Ritu?
Got it, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sneha, you had something.
Why did you you said na कि loss is something that we do not our mind agrees with,
and it's an away from goal. In terms of meta program, it's an away from goal.
If we'll mention 20 kgs over there, and instead of that, that's why it is like coming to the losing point. That's why we have to make it to
You're losing 20 kgs. Okay. So instead of that, you can always say that I want to become something. Clear? So just to give you an idea about what a good goal can be. Okay. I want my son to join MBBS by 2026 or some date. Some date, I'm giving a definite date. Is it a good goal?
Well, this other perspective, it is.
Is it a good goal?
It's not in your control.
Exactly.
Yes.
It is not in my control. It is not for me to do. That is for my son to take care of. Now, as parents, you may say that, no, we have to guide. No, it's for my son to take care of. I can assist, or I can say that as a father, I need to be ready to enroll my son into, I need to be ready with the resources to enroll my son into MBBS by this time. That much I should have, that I can work on. But I cannot have a goal that my son should do this, marry this, or whatever it is. It should be in your control. It is something that should be in your control. Clear?
Okay. We can set goals only what are related to us or what are in our control.
What is in your control? And mind you, no matter how much you try, always there will be something that is not in your control. You walk towards your health, there will be something that is not in your control. Something that will come out of the blue. You walk towards your health, suddenly COVID comes. Or you walk towards business success and Before COVID, we were planning. One program in Qatar, one program in Singapore, one program here. Everything was planned. COVID came, March 22nd, 2020. All plans gone down. You had to exercise your flexibility. So no matter how much you are planned, there can be something that can go wrong, but still, you will have to do the best that you can. Any other questions? Well-formed outcomes was a process-heavy date, right? Today?
Yeah.
A lot. So I always say one of the advantages of an online program is you just get content for 2.5 hours and then you are able to churn it for a whole day. Whereas in a continuous program, offline program, there are benefits. No question on that. There are benefits, but still you will be learning a large chunk of data. So over a period of 3 days or 6 days or 7 days when you're learning things, application of it, you will have to think after the program. Here, now and there, you can try to implement. At least you will understand that you are not able to implement. At least you will understand the challenges. So instead of these 3 topics, you would have learned at least 8 topics in a particular day. That would have been tough, right? So this is one of the advantages that you have in an online program. So use it better. Okay. So again, relook into your well-formed outcomes and see if it is fitting into this criteria. Okay. Yes, Monica.
Yeah. So I want you to reframe this. Okay. So for one of my health goal is that I want to come out of my pain. Okay. So I want fitness that is there. Okay. But that pain should not be there. So how will I not include this?
I want a healthy back that feels good, that feels comfortable. I want a comfortable feeling back.
Okay.
Or I want a strong back.
That is fine. That is there.
So you will have to somehow remove the concept of pain from there and add some pleasure to it.
Okay. What if I'm an away from person?
Okay. Away from is a wonderful strategy for motivation to fuel you towards your goal, but not a good strategy in terms of fixing a goal.
Please repeat.
Away from is a wonderful strategy to motivate you towards your goal, but not a strategy to set a goal.
Okay.
Okay. There are two different things. If you just understand, like I told, Shah Rukh Khan has told, or today I think there's a lot of Shah Rukh Khan references, but a lot of people have told that they reached their goal because of some pain point. The society humiliated me, my relatives looked down at me, my friends all laughed at me, and I really wanted to just go and stand in front of them with a big success. So one of my initial customers in Audi, he was working in Qatar, and by the time he was just negotiating the price of the car and everything when he was in Qatar, he landed in Chennai, got the car. He's from a hometown itself, and then came home. Why? Because he wanted to show the success to his friends by buying an Audi. So what was his outcome? To buy an Audi. Okay. And what was fueling it? All the humiliation that he had faced. When all his relatives told that he will be the worst of the family, when he was the first to buy a luxury car in the family. So what motivated him and his goal are two different things.
Okay.
It's a funny story though. Later on, he just made a business out of that Audi also. He just rented out that Audi for marriages. 40,000 rupees a day.
That's a good strategy.
Pakka business person. I've lost contact with him, but was a wonderful guy. There's a lot of time when people actually want to go to airport and pick up their customers in a luxury car, and you can't get it anywhere else. In Nagarkoil, he was the only person through whom you can go through. Right? Good. Clear? So that's a very good question, by the way. A lot of people, because they say that I'm an away from person. Cool. As an away from person. Now, let us say I am a choice-oriented person. Can I apply that in the program? I will start the program at 7:30 one day, 6:30 one day, close the program at any time I want. Can I do that?
No.
No, their process works in a certain level at least. Maybe I may be fluid in terms of answering the questions, picking the topics, but there is a frame that I have to set. I cannot say that, oh, I'm a choice oriented person. How can you expect me to be on time and all? No, yaar, don't do this to me. How can I close the session on time? If the session is going well, I will complete at 10:30 only. No, your problem that you are not fixing it. Such an interesting session. What is your problem? I am willing to take. No, there are people who do this, right? So your meta program can be something, but in a certain situation, there are certain meta programs that will work. When I'm dealing with a kid, I cannot be always process oriented completely. There are some process I can have. Internally, I should be willing to be flexible. If I'm going on an adventure trip and I am a procedure oriented person, I'm going to be in hell. Okay. And if I'm a procedure oriented person and I am in a crisis management situation, I'm going to be in hell because there is no SOP that's already defined. Right? My meta program can be something else, but I need to push myself to some other meta program if I need success in a certain situation. I may be an internal oriented person, but when I need to take a survey and I need to understand the mood of people, I need to become an external person. Okay, there is this politician in Tamil Nadu who thanked a journalist for actually doing 6 months before the election. They did a mood of the people and they understood that the mood of the people was totally away. They were not going to vote for this party. And this journalist had predicted it, and the politician started working on all the points that he had told. And guess what? Next time he got elected. And the first thing he did is he just thanked this person. He told that your feedback was the best. Everyone was telling that we will win, but you pointed out where there was mistakes. We just patched it up. And today I am again elected as an MP. So you have to be an external person to do that. You have to make yourself. So some places, some meta program works better than the others. Clear? Cool. So look at your well-formed outcomes. See if it is framed in such a way. Make sure it is something that is within 6 months to 1 year. There is a reason for it. You will understand it tomorrow. Clear? So tomorrow and day after tomorrow will be goal day. We will discuss goal left, right, and center. Probably 3-4 days we will be only into goals. Okay, I can safely say till Friday we will be in goals. Even on Monday we will be still on goals.
Okay.
There's a lot to be discussed. Yeah.
Is that a goal setting only for, I mean, in all the prospects? You want to understand?
Goal setting only for?
In all the prospects, or it is only related to profession, health, and you will divide it?
Yeah, relation, professional health, whatever it is. Okay, let me give you an something. I want to be a successful trainer, good goal or not. I want to be a good trainer by successful trainer by December 31, 2026. Good goal or not?
No, something is missing.
Sorry?
It is good.
Yeah, Ritu?
It is good goal.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. I said
Why?
something is missing.
I don't.
Yeah, Ritu, you have to understand what is successful trainer. Is successful trainer reaching 10,000 people? Is successful trainer being able to charge 10,000 rupees for a session? Is successful person earning 1 crore in a month? Is successful trainer, whatever it is for you, you should understand it. Now, a lot of time when people start to say that I want to be a successful trainer, they don't understand what is a successful trainer. One of my mentor used to do this exercise. I'll just do this now. Who is a successful coach? Tell me, all of you. What is that will make you into, what is that will make you into a successful coach?
A person who makes changes in their students.
Okay.
Real changes.
Next.
Who has done the
Who is?
some defined number? That's it.
Sorry?
Who has done the tangible number of people?
Okay, has met a large number of people. Okay. Next.
Try to bring the transformation or
Try
change
to bring
in
the
other.
transformation in the person. Good. Next. Anyone? Okay. A successful coach is a person who is coaching successful people. That's the market reality. I may be coaching 10,000s of people, but let us say Sana is coaching Hrithik Roshan. Who is a successful coach?
Sana.
Simple. Right? So,
I
one,
cannot get your point. Please, can you elaborate it in a more better way? Like, how come like this? You may be training Sana, but if she's training Hrithik Roshan, how will
no. I may be coaching 10,000 government school students and I may be bringing a lot of transformation in them. I may be able to access their unconscious, etc., much more than anyone, much more than Sana also, let us say. But Sana is coaching Hrithik Roshan. In terms of success, who will be viewed as a successful coach?
But she's
Sana.
Sana.
why? Because she's only touching one person. Where okay, maybe he's also known person,
You know
but
Hrithik
if
Roshan,
she's
right?
hi, listen as well.
Yeah.
It's just like she's only touching one person, one parameter over there. Okay, maybe he might be a who's who kind of thing, but you are touching more lives and you're bringing more transformation. Then I know
Do
she
you know
will be
Javed
coming into
Jaffrey?
this. Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful actor, you know.
Hmm.
Is he a successful actor?
Yeah, he's good with his acting.
The reality of the matter is he's not a successful actor. As much as Hrithik Roshan or Shah Rukh Khan or any other actor in the market.
Name
I'm not
works.
asking who is a good coach. I ask who is a successful coach. Sometimes we need to understand the realities. If you're fighting our philosophies and ideologies, we will miss the reality.
Take care.
Right? So there are lots and lots of successful NLP trainers in the market than me, much more than me. Does not mean they have better content, does not mean they are better in terms of the techniques, does not mean they have more knowledge, but they are successful. At the end of the day, they are the ones who will be coaching the celebrities. They'll be the one who will be having clients who they will say that, okay, I'm opening a diamond membership, 5 lakhs per year. How many of you want to join? 50 of them will raise their hand. 50 lakhs, 50 people. How much? 25 crore.
So that means they are doing more marketing, sir, right? The marketing
That also means they are successful, right? At the end of the day.
They have done the marketing to be successful.
Yeah, they have. They have done the right thing to be successful.
But what are you measuring the success as?
Yeah. Now, here, success is what majority of the people measure success as. Now, I may see that I am comfortable in my work and I am comfortable with the small group. But
That
still,
is a success.
will it be viewed as, let us say that I take a screenshot of this program and send it on social media. Let us be fair enough. And there is another one person who is sending a screenshot of 100 people in an NLP practitioner program. Whose program will be sold more? Tell me frankly. Who will be
Second person.
more? Second person, simple. What are we fighting with? Let us be honest to ourselves at least, no? See, till the date you are not accepting your mistakes or fighting phantom things or sticking on to certain ideals, which may or may not be true, you may not reach what you have to reach and you should be okay with that. Now, maybe if I did not have a hotel in Kanyakumari, do organic farming and have a one-on-one coaching business, probably I would have put more energy and gained more people. We failed miserably in terms of doing the funnel marketing, where we do a small program. Ritu was part of that small program, and then you do a bigger program, then you do a much bigger program. We failed miserably in that. One of the reasons is that some way I just found that it is inflicting pain in people and then forcing them to join the program. But the market only does that. Market only follows that. So we were not willing to do that. But Is there no alternative to do something good? There is. I did not do that also. I cannot always blame people, the market, and things around and get away with my mistakes. I chose to do something which did not work. I could have done multiple other things. I did not do it. You need to be fair enough to understand your mistakes, to know what is real and what is not. Or you'll be stuck in ideologies. Clear?
So it is like calling a spade, but reality portion is a little different.
Reality person is?
Reality portion is different. If you might not be serving like 100 people on the program, it seems like that you've been you're more successful because you've been taking sessions for 100 people.
At the end of the day, Javed Jaffrey is not Shah Rukh Khan.
Arey yaar.
We need to understand that. Whom are we fooling? Come on. Okay.
Yeah, so many.
Parameters are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, there are many artists who are not as successful, though they are good actors.
Yeah,
true.
they're good actors, may not be successful. That is a reality. Okay, so let us be close to reality.
I'll give it.
Sorry?
And I'll just add to it. Okay, so I go to a physiotherapy center. So many people ask, no, why do you go to this center? Go there, try here. So then I have to explain, give justification. My doctor is the physiotherapist. He has a lot of celebrity clients. One of them, I'll tell all the actors. Okay, Rajnikant, Surya, like so many, even Naren Karthikeyan, and a lot of sports people also. So when I mention all these names, then they get convinced. Okay, you're going to a good doctor. Okay.
Who are you
going
learning
to what? A successful, great, someone who can transform, who can, they accept only that.
So who are you going for NLP with? Karthik.
They know you, people in Kerala know you.
Yeah, they know me, but I'm just saying in the larger context. See, let us take an example of YSR. Yogendra Singh Rathore or Ram Verma. They are way bigger names, and we need to accept the fact they are way bigger names. I have met Ram Verma in person, and I have known people who have known YSR closely, and I've known people who have been to that program and this program, and who has edified this program. But at the end of the day, we need to be real enough to understand that they are successful. They may have told that your program is great, but did that person recommend our program to a lot of other people? That's a question.
No, I believe.
Simple. So let us accept fact. Shah Rukh Khan is not Javed Jaffrey. Javed Jaffrey is not Shah Rukh Khan. I love Javed Jaffrey. I also love Shah Rukh Khan. We started from the days of Circus and Fauji. Okay. When we were in. I don't know how many of you even know that there was something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when he used to wear a jaddi and wash his clothes, so we started following from that. So still, I love Javed Jaffrey like crazy. Amazing artist. But we need to come to the fact that he is not as successful as Shah Rukh Khan, right? Cool. So sorry for being 4 minutes late. Build rapport with people, experiment, explore, be out of your outcome and do it. Rapport building is an amazing tool. And if you're not successful in anything, or if you're successful in anything, see if these 4 pillars are aligned. Or if you want to be successful in anything, see if these 4 pillars are aligned. Do I know my outcome? Do I have enough sensory acuity towards it? What is that I'm doing towards my sharpness of my senses is something that you can question. And do I have enough flexibility? Do I have enough rapport in and around? Think about this and you will have success. So please remember to build rapport and experiment on it and explore it. Super powerful thing. The one of the 2 things that I did after NLP practitioner program is rapport building and VAK noticing. And it worked wonderfully well. I struggled a lot in terms of VAK. Rapport building was a cakewalk for me because I got a lot of results from it. And most of the experiments I did, for like the couple of them that I told you, it might not be seen as an ethical thing. But on my defense, I was a scientist trying to explore something new. Right? And it worked.
Is that for VAK? You need to ask the right kind of questions for the reactions to come?
No. You can talk to the person and understand. And sometimes you can ask the person, listen to the person's process words and understand. So I was trying to listen to the process words and I-accessing cues and or whatnot. Was super difficult for me. Frankly, for 5 months, I struggled with it. Because I was in the sales profession back then. From training, I shifted to sales and I had to do sales and this. Difficult. Clear? Cool. Let's start our goals from tomorrow. So look into your goals, make it more clear, more precise, and we will see what is it we can do to reach your goals. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thanks
Have a
again.
good night. And apologies for being 6 minutes late. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.